Hi, this is Leah Klein, health and wellness coach. And today my question for you is, are you grumbling or complaining? Our verses are Philippians 2:14 through 16. Do all things without grumbling or disputing, that you may be blameless and innocent, children of God without blemish, in the midst of a crooked and twisted generation, among whom you shine as lights in the world, holding fast to the word of life, so that in the day of Christ I may be proud that I did not run in vain or labor in vain. Are you, grumbling and complaining? If you're anything like me, you're guilty of that. We all do. Uh, but do we really stop and think about it and think about that we are actually called to something better? We have a higher calling. We are called to a higher standard. And why is that? It's, obviously in the verse in the middle there goes into that, is that we are a light to those around us. As we go through the crap that life hurls at us, others are watching. And many of those are unbelievers. And how we handle what we go through is an example to them and a witness to them that they can look at and go, I would not have handled it that way. Why are they handling it that way? What have they got that I don't have? And so we want to be that example. We want to be that light to those around us, that rather than reacting which is so easy for us to react the way everybody else is to everything, and to get stressed about everything, and all of that is to get wrapped up in being like those that have no hope. Are you acting like God is in control? Or are you acting like the world's going to hell in a handbasket, basically? I mean, which are you acting? Which are you portraying in your life? And most of the time, myself included, I would have to admit that lots of times I am more in the latter category than the former. And that is not, a good thing. And that is something that we need to be aware of, because most of the time we don't think about it, because, we're just acting the way everybody else is. And so we don't even, always get that Holy Spirit check that is, really, you should be behaving that way. Sometimes we desensitize ourselves to that, to where we're not picking up on those, nudges and hints that we're getting, that we might need to do things a little differently than the way we've always done. Now, I want to encourage you this week to pray and ask God to show you where you're not being the best example to others, and to give you the strength to do something different. Obviously, this is not a muscle up and do better. It's like, no, why we keep doing it is because we are inherently enabled to do it better without God's help. And so ask for his strength, ask for his guidance to know what to do, how to do it, and how to react better. Now, if you need to slow down so that you can focus on God instead of on your problems, go on a personal retreat. It is the best way of just clearing out all that noise, all that clutter, and everything that's going on around you, everything that's going on in the country and the world, and just focusing you on Him and focusing you on just being in the moment. And if you are close enough or really want to have a deeper experience of that and learn how to do that, we do have a retreat coming up in November, the 11th through the 13th in Pine Top, Arizona. And that's probably maybe a couple hours northeast of Phoenix. Just to give you a closest major airport. And all lodging, food, all that is taken care of. It's just you have to obviously get there, and then there's a cost for the retreat. If you want more information on that, there'll be other posts in the feed with the brochure. For more information, you can also message me about this. I wanted to wrap up our time with wonderful words of life. And on a side note, before I forget, the retreat is limited on space. This is an intimate experience, so if you wait to the last minute, we may not have an opening. So our song today is one I haven't heard in a long time, but I know I had a recording of this when I was really young, and so the tune stuck in my head still. And it's actually taken kind of from a part of this passage that we're doing. It's talking about wonderful words of life. So if you know it, feel free to sing along. If you're not familiar with it, I'm not going to necessarily sing the entire song, but feel free to just listen and soak in the words. Sing them over again to me, wonderful words of life. Let me more of their beauty see, wonderful words of life. Words of life and beauty, teach me faith and duty. Beautiful words, wonderful words, wonderful words of life. Beautiful words, wonderful words, wonderful words of life. Christ the Blessed One gives to all wonderful words of life. Sinnerless to the loving call, wonderful words of life. Also freely given, wooing us to heaven. Beautiful words, wonderful words, wonderful words of life. Beautiful words, wonderful words, wonderful words of life. Have a good week, and I will see you next week with another verse. And we're close to a month out from that retreat, so if you're thinking about it, be sure to sign up soon. See you next week.